The following is a presentation of TFNN. The Money Masters. Call now, toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Internationally at 727-445-1044. Now, Tom O'Brien and Tommy O'Brien.
Welcome, folks. We have the Dow Industrials up 129. You get the Nasdaq up 41. S&Ps are up 15. Gold contract, and Dow Industrials trading 20,043. So you have $43. If you take a look at the chart, we're looking at the S&P chart on the right-hand side. It looks like Mount Rushmore.
It's been quite an overnight session.
A big overnight session. Gold's trading down $14.30 at $11.96. You have the silver market down 29 cents at $16.89. Oil's down 38 cents at $52.80 now. Oil market 10:30. We get numbers at 10:30.
Yes.
They had a build last night. So the numbers that always come out, I believe the API.
Yeah.
That come out at a 2.9 build. So we'll see how the rest of it shakes out when we get the supply numbers at 10:30 this morning. Bonds, the 10-year note down 6 ticks, 124. 30-year bond off a half a point. That's down 150. Now both, let's see. So Monday, bonds, notes go topside. Have good volume, wide price spread, all of the above. Yesterday, we pulled back down. Now, we pulled back down, folks. It was dramatically lighter volume. We're talking about 1.1 million contracts versus 1.8. And this morning, there's price lower, but the volume is contracting in a big way.
Okay.
And King dollar just can't handle higher price.
Lower. Approaching that 100 level.
Right. It's pressing the 100, and that's a psychological level also.
Yeah. Definitely right. That's what we were saying. I was joking. I congratulated our man Al and our producer. Now at 20,000. Congratulations, Al. He's excited. Exactly. Everyone's excited, and we'll see where we go from here.
You have to love it. Seriously, man. So we get the dollar at 100.115. The euro's at 107, and the yen is at 113.65. Our phone number is 877-927-6648. And if we go over...
Yeah, what do we got today? You said we got oil numbers,
We have oil numbers.
You want to take a look? Let's go over what you did real quick, because this will be sitting there. So you're short the NASDAQ.
What else is new? Right. I let it go up there first, but bottom line is
quite a run, and we'll see. It's early in the day, and I know you like the daily ones, of course, for sure. And let's see what time are you doing this at? About 8 o'clock in the morning.
Yep.
So right about here. I mean, it's not outlandish. You're only 13 points away from where we're at right now, and even the Dow's way over now 2050. You know, and Nasdaq's up 36. So. As in, only 13 points away from where you got in. You get the whole day. We'll see what happens. There could be...
Well, and what's happening, for me, with this correlation between the bonds will not sell off.
Yeah.
So if bonds are not selling off, that is saying that money's going to continue shifting into that area. There's plenty of folks that are bearish bonds in a huge way. And if money is shifting into the bond market, it's not that it's coming out of the equity market, but what it is that that's saying people are nervous still.
Okay.
So my take on it is that the bonds are going higher, the market's going lower.
Okay.
The dollar index itself not catching a bid. What's intriguing out here today, folks, is that the dollar index is not catching a bid. You have the pullback in gold that has happened, and we'll see where this shakes out as we come into the close out here.
Yeah, gold down $14.
Right. And what gold did yesterday, gold was pushing into that high.
You can pull it up.
And it had decent volume, but that being said, bottom line is that it was still slightly lighter than the last time that we went up there. Last time we went up there, you had 381,000.
Yeah.
It's going to take a bit.
Yeah.
Now, what's cool, I like how this is trading right now, meaning you're down on 178,000. Now, just the same, it's just the opposite, meaning that we're coming into 329,000. So the low of that is 1177. It only has gone to 1192, and the high is 1198. So if we finish over 1198 today, that would be pretty cool. That would be a rejection of lower price, and I suspect we're going to have lighter volume.
We'll see what happens. So let's jump
So
around.
oil, because we get oil numbers coming out at 10:30, folks. And if you haven't test drove the Nadex platform, Great time to do it. We like to do the volatility trades.
Yeah,
and that
especially around the news announcements,
Right.
inventory announcements. So we're looking at commodity spreads, right? We're looking at crude oil, and usually we'll jump in and take a look at the 11 a.m. spreads first.
Yes.
Those are the ones that news comes out at 10:30. We're really just looking for the news movement. So
Right.
why would we be paying for the extra premium, for the extra time?
Yes.
52.86. We're looking at the March contract, and so what's going to happen is we're going to have a pivot point at 52.75. Not bad.
That's pretty good,
Yeah,
yeah.
we're 10. To be 10 pennies away is pretty close in terms
Right.
of how these things trade,
Right.
right? So let's take a look. So here we're going to have the bullish side on the left. That's where our 52.75 is going to be the floor.
Yeah.
That's where we're going to have some value in here because we're 12 cents above that level, right?
Right.
So this is going to be the one that has 12 cents of intrinsic value in it. Now 13, now 15, and then this one would be the one that's going to be all premium. So you can already tell. That's going to be $32,
Yep.
and we'll be selling the one on the other, which is 17.
49. Okay, that's not bad. 49
Yeah, 49.
cents.
So you're looking
Right.
at 50 cents basically away from 52.75. Okay, so you'd be looking for either 52.25 or
Yep.
53.25, and that's where you could make profit for a full dollar beyond that point, essentially. You want to take a look at oil?
Yeah,
here?
absolutely. So you stay right there, folks. Tommy and I are coming right back. Our phone number is 877-927-6648. Dow right now is up 134. The Nasdaq's up 39. S&Ps are up 14. We're going to be right back with those. The oil numbers don't come up to 10:30, so we'll be taking a look at these contracts.
So,
Larry Pesavento has just started his brand new service, Fibonacci 24/7, and he's already delivering content to his subscribers on a daily basis when the market's opened and even on weekends. Each Monday, you'll receive Larry's written report that provides detailed commentary and a summary on the charts and videos that Larry sends out. And throughout the week, when warranted, Larry will send out via charts or videos or both the key markets that he is watching during the day. This will be up-to-the-date, active trading information that will help you in your daily trading. In Larry's first week alone, he sent out 25 charts, 6 videos, and a full report to his subscribers in just 1 week. If you're a technical trader that uses patterns and retracements to trade, then Larry's service Fibonacci 24/7 is something that you must try. Right now, new subscribers can get a full 30-day money-back guarantee. With nothing to risk, sign up now to Larry Pesavento's Fibonacci 24/7 by visiting the front page of TFNN.com under Trading Newsletters.
Platinum, grains, crude oil, gold, copper, cattle, hogs, gasoline, natural gas, coffee, cotton, cocoa, and sugar. These are just some of the commodities mentioned in the most recent issue of Andy Hecht's Techno-Mental Commodity Report. Andy publishes his weekly newsletter every Thursday morning, where he breaks down the commodity market and provides his subscribers with specific trading recommendations based on his trading methodology. By signing up for a free trial to the Techno-Mental Commodity Report, you'll get a full 30 days to try out this powerful newsletter service and see for yourself the types of trades Andy has recommended for his subscribers. When you sign up for a 30-day free trial, you're under no obligation to pay anything. And should you decide to continue, you will lock in the low rate of only $79 a month. Sign up right now for the Techno-Mental Commodity Report and make sure you're ready to catch the next big trade in commodities. For more information and to get started today, visit the front page of TFNN.com.
You know what's cool? Taking something that's good for you. Something specifically formulated to help with weight loss, better sleep, stress reduction, and the need to detox.
Nico, our hunter and gatherer ancestors found all their nutritional requirements for health in their wild environment. But today, our food sources no longer contain the vitamins, minerals, and nutrients our bodies need to stay healthy and strong.
That's why we need Primal Edge Daily Nutrition. It includes a special blend of ionic, soil-based vitamins, minerals, fatty, and amino acids in an easy-to-use liquid form.
Primal Edge is powered by highly concentrated fulvic and humic acids, nature's preferred delivery system. They have been called miracle molecules because, like sunlight, air, and water, life cannot exist without them.
That's right, Paige. They ensure we receive all the nutrition we need to be healthy and thrive. We take it every morning.
Primal Edge, formulated and approved by Nico and Paige of Living a Primal Lifestyle. Buy it today for just $89. Click on the Primal Edge banner on the front page of TFNN.com. We take your phone calls now. Toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Internationally at 727-445-1044.
Welcome back, folks. We have the dial up 140. Now it's over 53 bucks over
Quite
20,000.
a cushion it's given itself.
That's a cushion. That's a cushion, no doubt. The Nasdaq's up 40. S&Ps are up 14. Percentage-wise, what you have out here, folks, is that the Dow's up 0.7%. Now Nasdaq's up 0.7. S&Ps are up 0.5. And I'm sure you're going to be. Tommy and I were just talking about it coming in. They're explaining kind of how long it took for the Dow to go from 1,000 to 5,000. That was like 15 or 23 years or something. And then because it's a percentage,
that's a 500% leap, from 1,000 to 5,000.
Right.
But then to go from 19,000 to 20,000,
right,
that's barely like a 5% move actually. You
right.
know, when you're at 19,000, 1% is 1,900. You only need 1,000. We have 1% moves all the time, and it's a 5% move, but it's taken a little while. Some years took longer than others, right? I mean, some markets took longer than others as the market pulled back and so forth. Yeah, we'll see what happens.
And as we're looking at that oil trade, folks, the oil trade, let's bring this up again. This is not going to, the volatility part of it, we're not going to be doing it because
so we'll jump back to it real quick.
And we got our man Carlos.
We'll jump in.
We're going to get Carlos in.
So we're 20 cents above where this was going to be our pivot point, kind of, right? We're 52.75.
Right.
We were either going to be going for the bearish one, selling it, and the bullish one buying it. But when you pulled it up, you were thinking maybe it could go down to 52.26.
That's right.
And that's basically just your break even to the downside, right? Because this has a slightly bullish, position to it in that you're buying the bullish one with actually the intrinsic value. So your break even from here is only 30 cents, whereas to go break even to the downside, 70 cents.
Right.
And if that's all you're looking for is a break-in-even position, yeah, maybe you take a pass.
And
so
that's
we can jump around.
And I'll show you exactly what we're looking at, folks. So CLH7. And so you can see, the bottom of that 52. There's 52.56 at the bottom there. Over here, 52.24. It's like, okay, that's just not there. You know what I mean?
No, that would be your break even in that trade to the downside.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Let's go to our man Carlos in California. Hey, Carlos, what's going on, brother?
Hey, Tom. How are you, Tom?
We're doing great, man.
Morning,
Yourself?
Carlos.
I'm doing all right.
Good.
All right. And I could be done a lot better if I would start my short positions today, but I think I can still, with my stops and position, I can handle this move. Tom, I have a question related to the dollar.
Yes.
I was up last night, and I noticed that the dollar was very weak. When I say very weak, it was not the move that I used to see. I remember, I don't know if you remember, I told you I was out of the market. When I was out, the dollar was, before I left and in the beginning of January, it was kind of strong. And I noticed last night it was not really moving with conviction except to the downside. And as soon as it started moving, I noticed it hit the metals, it hit the a little bit the bonds, not as much as the metals. And this disconnection kind of confused me last night. Do you see anything different this time on the dollar with respect of the metals?
No. I'm surprised that the dollar can't even bounce, though, I can tell you that. You know what I mean? That says quite a bit. I mean, I like how the gold contract, I'd rather the gold go up forever, but, but
that can't happen, we know, exactly.
That's right. So in the context that, you get a pullback happening, I like how this is happening because, as you just said, all night long, folks, this was happening, that the dollar could not catch a bid. That means someone is selling the dollar all night long. And it would make sense that it should catch a bid. The dollar's been down like for 2.5 weeks.
Sure.
So when you can't catch a bid, that means that there's a seller that's just sitting there selling away. And it looks to me, so I like the correlation out here this morning that you do have the dollar down, you have gold down, And that bonds, let's go over to bonds for a second. So the bond market, pull this up here. Where is she? There she is. Okay, TYH7. So the 10-year note right now.
Yep.
We have done 737,000 contracts. You're going against 1.8 million contracts and 1.4 million, and you haven't even got to the bottom of that swing yet. So, and then you still have another 1.8. You have two 1.8 days that there's buyers there.
Sure.
So when I look at the aspect of the notes, bonds, and the dollar, that's telling me the dollar still wants lower price, notes and bonds want higher price, and that equals to me that metals want higher price also. And the dollar move's a big move, I mean, it looks to me that we lay here for a couple days, this dollar looks like it's going to be at 95 as quick as it went from 95 to 103. And we went from 95 to 103. I believe it took about a month, which that was an extraordinary move, man.
Yeah, and that's I think that's one of my concerns is dollar going down and possibly market going up. Do you see that?
I don't. I don't. I don't. We'll see how that shakes out. But intraday, the way that has been going, the Dow's at all-time highs right now. But every single time that the dollar pulled down a little, the market took some heat. On the short term, on the larger term, the market didn't care, saying, I'm going higher, man. Do you know what I mean?
Sure.
Yeah.
But I like the setup here. I mean, and when you just started, so are you short the indices too?
Well, I shot him last night because.
Hey, you're talking like me now. That's perfect. I love it.
I was waiting for this excitement that it's getting into the markets when we start hitting highs.
Yeah.
Well, there's a good chances to hit a good price, and just even a small pullback, it's always nice to take it.
Right.
And I had the opportunity to buy the metals very low at lows.
Yes.
Because last night I'm going to give you an example. I use silver as example. There was a big drop, 1 bar. And my contract shows a 1680. I had 2 contracts at pretty much at the same price. And this morning was, as soon as the market kind of opened, it got activated. And I almost forgot that I had that position open because I thought it was just another reaction.
Did you say in lumber?
But now, say that again?
Did you say you bought lumber?
No, it's silver.
Yeah.
Oh, silver. Oh, cool.
Silver.
Okay, right. Okay.
It's high in the futures.
Right.
And when it hits the 1680, that it did it very early in the night. And my time is around 0:45. It's almost after midnight.
Yeah. Listen, I think you're
going hours.
I think you're going to get the action today. I mean, we got 1197 right now, and you got 1690, and those are 1198 is the number on gold, and 1690 is the number on silver. That would get your rejection of lower price.
Well, that's what I'm waiting for. Thank you, Tom.
Thanks, Carlos.
Have a nice day.
Thanks. Have a great one. Have a safe one. Stay right there, folks. We're coming back with some oil numbers for you. Dow's up $1.36. Nasdaq's up 37. S&Ps are up 14.
It's hard to tell if the economy is coming or going. Regardless, I want my money going in the direction I choose. If that's your stance as well, then you want to know how Everbank can help keep your money thriving just the way you want. Is growing your money a priority? Everbank is committed to a yield pledge promise to pay high yields on your checking, money market, and CD balances. Looking to diversify? Everbank ingeniously developed accessible ways to spread your money around the world into foreign currencies and even non-FDIC insured metals. And when it comes to your wealth, they bring a highly experienced and global perspective to help you manage it. Everbank's financial philosophy flies in the face of the status quo. They believe your money's performance should not be determined by today's economic circumstances, but by the drive to rise above them and create opportunities that favor your objectives. If that excites you like it does me, visit everbank.com/TFNN to find out what they can do for you. Again, that's everbank.com/TFNN. Visit them today. Everbank is a member FDIC and equal housing lender.
If you're an active trader looking for that extra edge when it comes to trading and investments, then now is a great time to get a 2-week free trial to Tom O'Brien's daily market letter, Market Insights. Tom O'Brien's daily newsletter, Market Insights, comes out every market day at around 9:30 a.m. and provides Tom's daily commentary on the broad market, including the Dow, NASDAQ, and S&P, plus specific trade recommendations. There's even an update published most afternoons to keep you informed about the day's market activity. He'll give you the entry price, price target, and stop price of each stock and option trade. With Market Insights, there's nothing left to guessing. For all the details and to get your 2-week free trial to Market Insights started today, visit TFNN.com.
Many of our new listeners have heard about the Tiger's Den, but wondered, what exactly is it? The Tiger's Den is a lively community where professional traders and investors can meet, exchange ideas and information in a comfortable, moderated atmosphere. Hear all of your favorite TFNN shows, plus see all the charts as they happen live during those shows and have access to all those charts. You can test drive the Tiger's Den absolutely free for 30 days. It will greatly enrich your knowledge of these markets. Details on the Tiger's Den are on the front page of TFNN.com. Tiger TV is an exciting way to experience TFNN programming. See high-definition video giving you crystal clear charts, as well as seeing some of the faces of TFNN's highly acclaimed financial experts with crisp, full-fidelity sound. Catch Tom O'Brien, John Logan, Steve Rhodes, Basil Chapman, Larry Pesavento, Think or Swim, David White, Andy Hecht, and Daryl Martin in crystal clear, high-definition audio and video. Tiger TV, exclusively at TFNN.com. This segment is brought to you by Think or Swim. For more information, just click the Think or Swim banner on the front page of TFNN.com.
Welcome back, folks. We had, let's see, crude inventories rose 2.84 million barrels. Distilled inventories rose 75,000 barrels, and gasoline inventories rose 6.8 million. 6.8 million barrels.
Yeah, and they expected that's pretty much exactly in line with where they thought they were going to come in. I believe, give or take, depending on which estimate. They have Bloomberg estimates, they have median analyst estimate, and this is the live price of oil, so it's dropping back slightly. But it's probably good you didn't take that trade, considering that 52.75 was going to be your break-even point. We'll see where it goes in the next half hour as it jumps down. But that's where you want to be aware, where you're not just making a simple, even risk-reward when it's 20 cents away from the point. Because guess what? You were going to be slightly bearish. The price has declined 18 cents, even 20 cents from where we're almost going to initiate it. And you're at your max loss point. So that's not good. You were a little bit bearish. It moved a little bit in your direction, but guess what? The way the trade was set up, you needed to move substantially in your direction. Because you actually just moved 20 cents down, which was back to your max loss.
Which is great.
Yeah, and we'll see where it ends up. But that's where you just want to be aware of that stuff.
You do, and that's why, folks, that would like you to test drive the platform. With paper money, because the bottom line is that when you do enough of these, you realize that, you can, when we're doing a volatility trade, I got to make up the 50 cents first. And then I'm speculating where I think it's going to go simultaneously, And, like this, is that, the speculation was right where it's going to go, but when we did the math, it's like, that's not enough.
I mean, if you're going to be, and that's what I even brought up, as I said, the only way to really, if you had that type of conviction, and we're just trying to trade the volatility, maybe you just go to the negative side, because you were paying for all this intrinsic value to the bullish side. And that's what didn't make too much sense with your market bias. So we'll see where it shakes out. But I mean, right now, even though it's even lower again, now it's almost 30 cents below where it was trading, and you'd get back only $9, $8 when you had 50 up at risk.
And that's not enough.
No, not even close.
So what does happen when we do these is that a few times that we have done them, that the speculation was where I thought it was going to go, and they were lined up correctly also.
It's always nice when you're not actually paying for that intrinsic value, because that's where it's right. Let's say, if it was right at 52.75, that's, you actually pay for, you're paying all premium on both sides. But guess what? When it moves in one direction, you're still paying all the premium on both sides. Now you just have to pay for that value that's actually built into one of them, and that's where your risk reward just isn't as sweet sometimes.
No, it's not.
It's not.
877-927-6648. So let's take a look at what the strength is inside the Dow Industrials as it's
Inside the party.
Inside the party. Let's go.
They got their 20,000 hats on, I'm sure, at the Dow. Go for it.
We got Boeing up 3.3% or $5.34. Caterpillar's up 2.1.
Wall's getting built.
Wall's getting built.
Caterpillar's going to be pumping out some
Yeah,
machines.
well, and that, you know what's interesting about this too?
Everybody's going to be paying for it.
Yeah, in commodities in general.
Oh, yeah.
You know,
sure.
it's like, okay, IBM's up 1.6%. You get 3M up 1.4. Taken away from it, United Technologies is down 2%. Verizon's off 1. Procter & Gamble's down 0.6.
I mean, that's a real deal. You know, there's going to be billions spent by the U.S. government somewhere.
Oh, yeah.
And that money's going into, and it's going to be resources as well as, you know, manpower, for sure.
There's no doubt. Now, you know what's interesting? If you go over to the steel companies, right? Now, this is a big number here. The steel companies, my take is that they're topped out right now. And one of the main reasons I'm saying that is that, number one, you've had the extraordinary run.
Yeah.
But number two, what happened yesterday was that when Trump was saying that he is going to allow the pipelines, right?
Yeah.
Inside of that, he wants only U.S., not United States-made steel.
Yeah. Because you're like, not U.S. Steel, because that's the company.
No, not
I know,
US
but then
Steel.
people keep saying that.
That's
I heard
right.
it even on the news today.
That's
They said
right.
U.S. Steel, and then they go American Steel, you know,
Right.
because that's,
Yeah, right.
Right.
Now, this is where, folks, this is going to get really cool, watching the Trump administration fighting, well, first off, the companies loving and hating what's going on, right? So what we've had thus far is this.
In what way? Maybe,
Watch this, because this is going to be
talking about love and hate. Let's
yeah. So thus far, what we've seen is that Trump is pushing the companies. They're all sitting there, genuflecting, you know, doing the deal. Oh, I'm going to do this. I'm going to do that. Right. Well, what happened this morning in the Wall Street Journal was, and this is an editorial.
Yeah.
So in the editorial, they're saying, oh, they love the idea that they're going to open up the pipelines.
Sure.
They hate the idea that it's got to be all, you got to tell us what we're going to build it with.
Sure.
Okay?
Sure.
Because the reality, the thing that, when you look at the reality, it's like the mantra that you are telling companies what to do is totally against business practices, okay?
Well, you don't, I mean, we'll see what, you know, you get to direct funds, right? And that's how it's going to be.
Oh, yeah,
try and use one
no.
right? But you're right, I'm saying you can't, you know, you can't.
Listen,
But-
I agree.
But if the companies want part of that money, then they need to bend, and we'll see, you know, and I'm sure they'll try to bend to get those contracts. But
No, and that's all the above.
Right.
So, but it's not a but. My take on this is that the two most vicious businesses are politics and big business, right? And this is, to me, is the beginning of how they're going to collide, because they're only going to take so much. And in this particular case, it's going to be: do we have a free capitalist system or not? Because that's not a free capitalist system. That's saying I'm going to dangle it. You want it. So
you
anyway,
can say we're already there, though. The federal government dangles a lot with
they
cash
do.
that they send
They-
across the board. So that's where I'm kind of losing the difference here. This is going to be a federal program that the federal government's going to put restrictions on if you want funding. I mean, that's how they control a lot. That's what a lot of people get so frustrated with, you know. The federal government doesn't have the right to do it, but they now fund so much at the state level that they actually do have the right.
But
because
guess
they
what?
dangle all
Wall
those
Street's going to get in the middle. I agree with you, but Wall Street's going to get in the middle
Well,
and
good
not
luck to Wall Street.
let it happen.
We'll see.
You know. So no, that's going to be the battle. That's what's
Yeah.
going to be so much fun, folks. It's going to
There
be
we go.
fun watching the battle.
Sure.
It is.
Definitely.
Let's go to our man Tom in Plymouth. Hey, Tom, what's going on?
Hey, good morning, Tom and Tommy.
Morning, Tom.
What's happening in beautiful
Patriots,
Plymouth this morning?
How about them Patriots? That's right. You know it.
Yeah.
Baby.
Yeah, totally.
What a game we got coming up too, right? Atlanta, their
know.
powerhouse, the highest total for an over ever in Vegas. I mean, that's
And so Atlanta got a great defense, right? Is that the mantra?
I don't know Atlanta's
No?
defense
Okay,
that well.
okay.
Patriots have a great defense. You know, I know that, and the offenses are both phenomenal.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
I don't want to be biased or anything, but I'm going to guarantee a Patriots win here.
That's an unbiased guarantee right there, folks. Boom. A third-party unbiased guarantee,
perfect,
and
man.
I'm taking it for
Perfect.
everything it's worth. Exactly.
Yeah, exactly.
I hate to be so.
No, I'm with you, man. You know.
cocky, I guess, but we're going to win this game.
Hey, good luck.
Anyway.
Good luck to Atlanta slowing down the train that the Patriots are on, and their motivation behind Kraft, Kraft, Belichick, and Brady.
Well, you know it's so funny, folks. Okay, so picture, when you're in New England, of course, there's lots of Patriots fans, and there's lots of Patriots fans everywhere, I think. But what does happen, I've seen it happen a few times down here. That if they hear my accent or something, they look at me, oh, you're a Patriots fan. There's some people that just can't stand it.
It's been 16 years, man. It's almost like
a crazy
unreal
run
in the NFL how
It
the
is.
dynasty that they have put together for so long. When free agency, it is not like it used to be to control a team, and they've really kept at it, which is crazy.
There's a lot of haters, too.
There's a lot of haters everywhere, man. That's what happens when you control the NFL for almost 2 decades.
That's crazy,
right?
I know. You stay right there, folks. The 3 Toms are coming right back. We have the Dow Industrials up 139, Nasdaq's up 39, S&Ps are up 14. We're going to be right back.
Has the current market volatility continued to stop you out of trades when the market spikes against you? Now is the perfect time to open up an account with Nadex. Nadex, the North American Derivatives Exchange, is a brand new, completely regulated Chicago-based exchange, and unlike most other exchanges, Nadex allows you to trade directly through them with direct market access when using their completely free trading platform, which also features real-time charts and full customization capability. One of the advantages of trading with Nadex in volatile markets is that your risk is always capped and you have the ability of keeping your trades open even when the market spikes against you. Nadex is completely brand new with a line of unique trading products that are unavailable anywhere else. See how it works at nadex.com. That's Nadex.com. Or click on the Nadex banner on the front page of TFNN.com. Futures and options trading involves risk and may not be appropriate for all investors.
Tom O'Brien's weekly gold letter, The Gold Report, gives complete and concise coverage of the entire gold market. Inside, you'll get Tom's commentary on gold, the dollar, the rand, the bond, the XAU, the HUI, and detailed coverage of nearly 25 mining stocks. He'll give you the entry price, price target, and stop price of each stock trade. The Gold Report is a long-term newsletter where the focus is on building real wealth through the management of a successful portfolio of gold stocks. With a lifetime of knowledge and almost 12 years of writing his informative weekly newsletter, The Gold Report, Tom O'Brien can provide you with the important market information to help you make better trades in the gold market. Don't let the next bull run in gold pass you by. To get a month-long free trial to The Gold Report, an $85 value, visit the front page of TFNN.com today.
David White's newsletter, The Technology Insider, is focused like a laser on finding the next big things in technology. If you had invested only $10,000 in Microsoft in 1986, you'd have been a millionaire by 2000. Disruptive technology like Microsoft's is the key to these massive long-term profits, and the Tech Insider is the vehicle from TFNN to capitalize on these opportunities. This is the go-to newsletter that identifies, monitors, and profits on mostly little-known cutting-edge companies with great long-term prospects. David's experience is as an inventor of Emmy-winning animation products for TV and Hollywood that propelled a company public. Match that with 14 years as a full-time trader, and he's uniquely qualified to guide you through the light-speed world of ever-evolving high-tech. If you're ready to ride the next big technology bull market for less than $40 per month, log on to TFNN.com and get your 2-week free trial to the Technology Insider. Get in on the ground floor of the next big thing today.
This segment is brought to you by TFNN. Test drive all the newsletters for free at TFNN.com.
Welcome back, folks. You get the Dow up 141, Nasdaq's up 40, S&Ps are up 15. We got our man Tom from Plymouth. We're going to be talking about gold, but we got to go back to the oil thing for a second because oil just went from 52.80 to 53.20, right?
Man, yeah, it waited till 10:40 for some reason. We'll see if something happened because that's quite a run, man. Jumping around right at that 52.75 level for 10 minutes after the news, which is a long time to be sitting there. And yeah, now we're up 60 cents from that level. These are 5-minute bars we're looking at. Man, quite a move. But still, to put things in perspective,
I know.
your break even was going to be 53, so you're risking 50. You're still up only $28 with risking 50 in those trades. So it's not even a massive trade in that respect with an
That is
unreal,
intriguing,
an
though,
unreal
with that
move.
kind of move.
Yeah.
So, Tom, we're looking at the JDSU, right?
JDST. J-Dust, right?
Yes. You there, Tom?
Yeah, the JDST, yeah.
So we get the... I'm sorry, go ahead.
No, the JDSU was long ago. Just a fake
You said
memory.
JDSU.
Oh, yeah, okay. No, yeah. So we're looking at the Direction Junior Gold Bear, 300% inverse correlation. Okay, so
I jumped in yesterday, and
good for
I
you.
was just looking for a quick trade, and I got out just a little bit ago.
Oh, that's good. If we go over to the GDX just for a second, I mean, it looks to me like you're right at the point that you can flip this trade around. And the main, one of the main, well, actually, on the small caps, I got to get a small cap. See, okay, so let me go to the GDX, no, the J.
Yeah, what's the
Is it
symbol?
the J?
GDXJ.
GDXJ.
GDXJ. Yeah, let me go over
There it
here.
is. Van Eckler's
So
Junior Gold
inside, okay, so let me just see who's the weighting structure in this. Okay, so I am gold and Alamos gold, 6%. Okay, so this here, yeah, this looks like it's going to reject. Yeah, this is doing the same thing. This is going to reject lower price too. So, the bottom line is that it's getting close to flip this position around, I'd say, and go bullish. Inside the larger one, inside the nugget, what you have is that ABX yesterday went to highs with volume, nice setup. Newmont was the culprit why it couldn't hold highs yesterday. And what Newmont has done this morning is it rejected the 34.47. It's already at 35.47, so it's a nice setup.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I'll be looking to get back in the J-Nug. I just got out of it Monday, so it's like, oh, okay. But just like you said on the other day, you go one way, then you go the other way, and now you go back the other way.
Yeah, you do. I mean, they're great daily investment vehicles. What I wouldn't do, folks, is that, just don't jump right into them without really understanding what you're jumping into. And in that context, I'm doing a workshop tomorrow night. It's free.
Did you sign up for that workshop yet, Tom?
I cannot wait. I signed up last Wednesday or Thursday, I think.
Fantastic,
so
man.
I'll be on, yeah.
Good.
Yeah, and you'll really get an understanding, folks, of what daily rebalancing means and what compounding means when you have a trend going, 4 or 5 days.
For sure.
And that in itself is going to help tremendously so that you can understand how they really work mechanically. And then we're going to talk about, of course, just how I like to trade them, whether it's the dust and the nugget, where the dollar is going, and with the weighting structure. The weighting structures are big, man. I mean, because when you just saw
That's what makes it all up, right?
it
It's
is. And what happens in the gold market, folks, the gold market's so small.
Sure.
It's a very small market.
Yeah.
So
why would you not be looking at the companies that are contained within the fund that
exactly.
you're basically trading?
And get to know them upside down. Or know them as well as you think you can know them.
For sure.
And
And one thing on that GDXJ, they switched that thing around in the last month or so. They've moved a lot out to become the higher weighted structures in, like you said, Alamos Gold, and there was a couple that I forget what they were. They're out of the picture now.
Okay, so now let's talk about that. This is how this works, and this is important to understand too. It gets structured by the movement of the stock. So what you have is that I am gold is the number one weighting now. It's because I am gold, okay? It's an asset-weighted deal. So that went from 316 up to 474.
Yeah, it's up 50%.
So their market cap, Tom, right, went up so dramatically. That's how the weighting structure gets done.
Okay.
So it's not like a deal that us three get together and say, oh, I'm going to take this out, I'm going to put this in. What happens is that it's a weighting structure. There's a formula that goes inside that. And so what does happen also is that if stocks either go down too quick or up too quick, they rebalance. That's what the rebalance of the full asset pie, meaning that's what happens there. So,
and they move them on you pretty quick sometimes. It's, they give you no warning.
Well, this is where the warning is that if you're following, like you like doing the small caps all the time, right? So what you want to do is that you want to always be cognizant at the end of the day where they close or where they open. Because if, let's say a couple small caps go down and others open higher, right, and go higher, those small caps are going to have a larger weighting structure inside the indice the next day. It's almost like, I'm going to use the example of Apple, because I think all of us understood Apple. When Apple was on a tear, Apple had gone from a weighting structure inside the Index 100 from like 7 to 8, then it was 12, then it was 13, then it was 14. That's what happens when the price rises.
Yeah,
it's just a larger weighting structure. So that's how that works.
Well, I can't wait for tomorrow, guys. And if you get a chance, it's really kind of getting warm up here. I'm looking at the D-gas, and I got in this morning, and I don't know. We'll see what happens, but I got a feeling that gas might be coming down a little bit.
I would say that, DGAZ.
Or GAS,
maybe?
GAZ, yeah.
GAZ, okay. So this is the negative correlation. We get gas numbers tomorrow. This is the velocity 3 times inverse of the natural gas market.
See, I do know more than just the gold ones.
God bless you.
And the other one I just wanted to give you a little bit on is the TVIX on the VIX. I don't know. I jumped in on that one this morning, too.
You're an animal,
see what happens with this VIX.
Yeah,
anyway.
and what he's banking on here, folks, is that, there's no doubt the VIX is at lows in a big way, and bottom line, all it's going to take is, it won't even take a large downdraft to throw the VIX higher. What it'll take, if the S&P's pull back 12 points, you'll get some action there.
I agree.
Cooking, brother.
With that, we'll just wait another week and a half for these Patriots. But I got to thank you guys again.
Well, thanks, you, man. We appreciate you growling and prowling with us out here.
That's a good growl.
Yeah, we need a couple tweets to get this market. We need TT, Trump tweets.
Twitter storm right now.
Twitter
that VIX will go through the roof.
yeah, right. I know. I stole that from you, Jay. There's no doubt about it. I just stole that from someone in the den. It's a beautiful thing. Dow right now is up $1.49. Nasdaq's up 42. S&Ps are up 15.
Are China A shares hot or not? If you trade China A shares, now may be time to take a closer look. Trade CHAU or CHAD, Directions Daily CSI 300 China A Share Bull and Bear ETFs. China A shares in either direction. Visit directioninvestments.com today. An investor should consider the investment objectives, risks, charges, and expenses of the Direction shares carefully before investing. The prospectus and summary prospectus contain this and other information about Direction shares. To obtain a prospectus or summary prospectus, please contact Direction shares at 866-476-7523. The prospectus or summary prospectus should be read carefully before investing. An investment in the funds is subject to risk, including the possible loss of principal. The funds are designed to be utilized only by sophisticated investors such as traders and active investors. Distributor Foreside Fund Services, LLC.
Hi, I'm Steve Rhodes, host of the Trader's Edge, heard daily at TFNN.com and author of Mastering Probability, a daily investment and trading newsletter service that I send out each morning by 8 a.m. My morning newsletter service covers exactly what the markets have been doing since last night's close, providing you with an edge on your trading day ahead. You get actionable trading ideas, including the exact entry, stop, and profit targets. Plus, I'll teach you the patterns and hidden market correlations that will make you a better trader. As a subscriber, you'll gain access to my 90-minute money management workshop, where I'll teach you the secrets that'll save your assets. The bottom line, I've got your back, including a 30-day money-back guarantee. See for yourself the type of analysis I provide each trading day by signing up for Mastering Probability today. With nothing to lose, this is an offer you should not pass on. Mastering Probability can be found under Trading Newsletters on the front page of TFNN.com.
TFNN has put together the finest live programming lineup each trading day, featuring some of the most knowledgeable and respected financial minds in the nation to educate traders and investors. On Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays, we broadcast 9 hours a day starting at 8 a.m. as John Logan kicks us off each trading day with the Global Market Pulse. Tuesdays and Thursdays, we broadcast 11 hours. Get an early and healthy start to your day as Nico and Paige bring you Living a Primal Lifestyle. Then catch Andy Hecht at 5 p.m. with the Commodities Hour, following the Tom O'Brien Show. Mondays and Fridays, catch live trading on the Nadex platform with host Tom and Tommy O'Brien, along with Daryl Martin on the Bull Bear Binary Option Hour. See the TFNN program lineup via the link on the front page of TFNN.com to get a complete overview of our TFNN shows and hosts. And keep TFNN's Tiger TV tuned in on your mobile device, PC, or Mac for the latest financial news and information throughout the broadcasting day. TFNN, educating investors. Catch Basil Chapman as he uses his Chapman Wave methodology to call the markets. The Tiger Technicians Hour, next on TFNN.
Welcome back, folks. The Dow right now is up 151. You get the Nasdaq up 44. S&Ps are up 15. And percentages out here, we have the Nasdaq up 0.8%. S&Ps are up 0.5. Dow is up 0.7. Let's go to Mike in Toronto, Canada. Hey, Mike, what's going on, brother?
Yeah, hi. How are you enjoying the market melt up in the market while us bears are experiencing a meltdown in our portfolio?
Yeah, there's no doubt. There's no doubt, man. Hey,
could you look at the Canadian National Railway on Toronto, ticker symbol CNR? The earnings came out yesterday.
Okay, so let's take a look at it. You got Canadian National Railroad, the low for the year 69, the high's 93. We're right at it. So do you own this? You're looking to buy it? What are we doing?
I'm short.
You're short. I wouldn't be short the rails.
Heavily short. Very heavily short.
Yeah, I wouldn't be short the rails. You know, they're going to make money.
We took a look at their earnings. They semed all right, too, over the break, just because we knew what we were looking at.
And, you know, this thing has volume all the way up at $90.94, Mike. And if you're, you're into commodities, the rails are going up so dramatically because commodities are going up, and they're going to get more money to push that product around. It's just like yesterday the potash stocks went up, and they've got killed. But because grains and everything has gone up so dramatically, you know, they're just going to charge more money to move them around. And
okay, so what's your critical swing point?
It's 90. It's where all that volume is right there, man. I mean, this is
December 16th.
From December.
Yeah,
December 16th.
From back in December?
Yes, the 16th of December, exactly.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay, so if it breaks it, what's the next level down?
If that breaks that, then you're going all the way over to right there, 70,
December last year.
Yeah, 78.38.
As in December.
78.38? Show me. Oh, okay. So you're just tracking volumes. Okay, so 78.38.
That's where markets like to go when they fail. That's
the high of the low. Okay.
Yeah, right.
Okay, thank you very much.
Okay, man. Have a great one. Have a safe one. This is, you know, I'm sure you're still listening, Mike. I would not stay short the stock. So watch what this did. You had a huge consolidation. You know, you can make the case that it actually started when, It's that September of 2014. You go sideways, and when you break a consolidation, let's say the top is 88, and let's just say when we take the very bottom,
sure,
71.
Yeah.
Okay, so at 81, it's 17 points, right? And what I do is I just add 17 points on the top of 88, and that's where it kind of likes to go. And this had volume. This broke with volume, and now you know, and you know they're making money.
You know, just talking about trend lines, right? Same deal where you got these. You know, you're looking at this zone right in here.
Yes.
Well, I mean, look at this positive, you know, channel that it's in, and that's going all the way back to really June of last year.
Yeah.
That it's been in a steady, you know, it's getting its ups and downs, but that's quite a little channel. You get the bottom and the top pretty well defined.
Right.
And it's still within that channel.
And when you pull, you know, when you pull what they do, okay, you know, you're talking. So picture, folks, the housing market is on fire in the United States. Canada has huge amounts of wood that's coming in, okay? Well, and it just not just here, just everywhere, right? Do you know what I mean? It's like, okay, they're pushing wood.
It's pretty cool when you open it up. Yeah, #1 railroad in Canada, and then one of the largest in North America.
Right.
20,000 route miles of track.
Right.
Canada connecting the Canadian Haul, freight, coal, forest products, petroleum, chemicals, grain, fertilizers. 20 internal terminals. They're a giant.
Yeah.
Right when you pulled them up, $70 billion, which just because we were checking out yesterday, that's the size of Target. Talking about a company.
And if you're I believe Mike's a commodity bull. If you're a commodity bull, you don't want to be shot rails.
That's for sure.
Yeah.
That's it. We're out.
Oh, bummer. Okay.
Quick hour.
That's good, though. Basil's got to be coming right up.
That's
you stay right there, folks. Basil's coming up. Thinkorswim, Steve Rhodes, Dave White, myself. You have a great one, safe one. Don't forget about the workshop I'm doing tomorrow night, folks. Thanks, pal.
Thanks, man.
Go get him, folks.
Since 1984, Basil Chapman has been using the Chapman Wave methodology to advise traders of his expert market opinion. While originally hand-drawing charts from the late 1970s into the 1980s, Basil noticed that prices under most circumstances virtually always had a certain number of legs to the upside before declining sharply. Later, Basil found that computer software, which included the standard market technical indicators, enhanced the degree of accuracy in calling price turns, as well as market trend calls. Thus was born the Chapman Wave sequence. Using the Chapman Wave methodology along with other indicators, Basil Chapman advises his subscribers of his expert market opinion each market day with his opening call newsletter. Right now, you can get a 2-week free trial to the opening call, Basil's daily trading newsletter, by visiting the front page of TFNN.com. Cancel at any time during that trial and pay absolutely nothing. Get your 2-week free trial to Basil's newsletter, The Opening Call, today by visiting TFNN.com.
This is TFNN.